you show up and win.
John Cena dodged a very dangerous obstacle right there in an angry Mark Henry.
I don't know whether Orton's footage is doctored or not, but some superstars hit first and ask questions later.
And now it's Cena, an MVP, in a last man standing match. With all the turmoil that surrounds this match, who knows what's going to happen when these two meet in the ring.
I can't wait to see what happens on Sunday, Michael. Friends or foes, they're going to lay it all on the line.
MVP, Cena. Will Elimination Chamber prove their destruction?
In case you forgot or fell.
Welcome and thank you for joining us at Elimination Chamber live from St. Louis. We have what may be one of the biggest grudge matches we've ever seen tonight.
We have 3 huge Elimination Chamber matches with championships on the line. And John Cena and MVP will square off in a last man standing match with so much at stake for each man.
That's right, King. With bad blood flowing, Cena and MVP will collide in a showdown crafted by Raw General Manager Randy Orton.
And once again, Cena's actions got him in trouble.
I have to disagree with you there, King. But we'll see what the future holds for both of them tonight.
Hey, John. MVP was asking around for you. He looked pretty upset. I can't blame him.
Yeah. If I didn't know Orton was screwing with me, I'd be mad too.
I didn't think that video looked legit. You're still okay in my book, Cena.
Now all I have to do is convince the guy who's going to try to kick my head off tonight, and then I'll be set. Hey, you know I didn't say those things.
I saw it with my own eyes, Cena. Heard it with my own ears, too. And you know what? It doesn't matter anyway. Whether it's a conspiracy or not, it doesn't change the fact that we stand in each other's way. And it has to end tonight.
You're right. On the road to WrestleMania, it's every man for himself. But understand this. I'm a man of my word, and I did not say those things.
Support your radar contact time of 1813 minutes.
Well, this match was not John Cena's idea. It was Randy Orton's. He did what he had to do, beating MVP. But he's not too happy about it.
Regardless of the circumstances, Cena had a job to do, and he did it well. Sometimes you have to do things in life you don't want to do, and that was the case tonight for Cena.
Randy Orton orchestrated this whole thing, in my eyes. He'll be competing later tonight. Will Raw's general manager leave St. Louis with the WWE Championship?
Mr. Last Man Standing, I'm requesting you come to my office as soon as possible. Thank you for your compliance.
Welcome to Monday Night Raw. The road to WrestleMania picks up steam here tonight in Tacoma, Washington. And for John Cena, last night was one that he'll always remember and like to forget.
Cena beat MVP in their last man standing match, but it wasn't something he savored, Michael.
Raw General Manager Randy Orton successfully defended his title inside the Elimination Chamber last night. Will these two finally have a showdown in the ring this week?
John, I've got to commend you on your great match last night. If it wasn't for my thrilling victory, it would have been the best match at Elimination Chamber.
That's because I'm good at my job. Unlike the general manager of this place.
I've missed your sense of humor while you've been legally mandated to remain 20 feet from me at all times. I already told MVP before, and I'm telling you now. Your match was so great that I'm going to let you two do it again. Tonight. And because I missed it live last night, I'm lifting the restraining order against you, so I can be the guest referee.
What's your angle in all this, Randy?
I didn't think you psychopaths were such skeptics. Tell you what, if you win, I'll give you a shot at my WWE Championship at WrestleMania. Consider it a verbal contract. These three will serve as witnesses.
And what about MVP?
My arrangement with him is none of your business.
Continue to play your little games and spin your little webs, Randy. When all is said and done, I'll be standing over you with the title around my waist and your blood on my hands.
Hey, Mark. Since you are, the world's strongest man, maybe you could help pretty little me.
Did you lock your keys in your car again?
Or you. No, I need someone big enough, tough enough to take care of this stalker bothering me. You might know him. His name is Sheamus.
That boy ain't right.
But you're so strong, and my body, it needs guarding. You're strong enough to keep Sheamus away from me, aren't you? Keep me safe.
Maurice, I'm strong enough to protect you from Sheamus. And the asylum he should be locked in.
Okay. So, you'll help me?
Yeah, I'll help you.
Just disparaît.
call that a match? Here's what we're going to do. There's a chair in the rampway. I want one of you to get it and hit your opponent. Do it. Do it, or you're fired. I'm ordering you to hit your opponent with the chair. Your career is on the line.
Don't do it, John.
Now pin him. Here is your winner, and my opponent for WrestleMania, the Psychopath, John Cena. I hate to say I told you so, MVP. I also hate to say this, but as Raw's GM, I am negating your Royal Rumble victory stipulation. If you want a title shot at WrestleMania, you'll have to do it for the World Heavyweight Championship.
I can't believe Cena would do that. Maybe Randy Orton was right all along.
And Orton stripping MVP of his WrestleMania title shot? Can he do that?
Raw's coming to you live tonight from Portland, Oregon. We are just 3 weeks away from WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen, and now we know who will face Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. As you saw last week, Randy Orton got John Cena to betray his friend MVP to get a title shot at the big event.
Cena had to betray a friend to do it, but he's going to face Orton at WrestleMania. I knew Cena had it in him the whole time, Cole. He'll do anything for that championship.
Randy Orton gave him no choice, King. Even still, I'm sure MVP is mighty sore about things, both figuratively and literally. You can bet he'll have something to say tonight.
Well, if it isn't my favorite chair-swinging madman, it was good to see the killer instinct return to you last week, but I hope you have some left for this week. I'm putting you in a match against Kofi Kingston, and just because I can, it's going to be a no disqualification match. Go get him, Tiger.
Now last week, when John Cena busted that chair over me, he did two things. One, he became Randy Orton's puppet. And two, he stole my title shot. Because let me tell you what John Cena is. He's a junkie, baby. The man's a junkie for the WWE Championship. He has to have it, and it don't matter what he gotta do to get it.
Come on, MVP. I didn't have a choice last week.
What about me? Orton told me he'd strip me of the shot I earned at WrestleMania if I lost. But I wasn't gonna sink that low. You could have stepped aside and let a brother get a title shot. Come on, Cena. You had your turn at the WWE Championship.
MVP, I want that WWE Championship. That title belongs around my waist. I earned my title shot months ago by beating you. I didn't want to bust that chair over your head, but that was the only way I could get what's rightfully mine. Unfortunately, you got in the way. I'm sorry, but that's life.
ring isn't in here, Cena. Your opponent for tonight isn't in here. Just your boss.
I guess I'm just so insane. I don't know where the ring is. I may snap at any second.
If you do, the next second you'll find yourself out of a... What is it? Oh, Mr. McMahon. Hello. Yes, I stripped MVP of the championship match. Yes, but Mr. Get out of here right now! Yes, sir, I see, sir, but... Yes, but Okay. Yes, sir.
John Cena has beaten one of Raw's most electrifying superstars.
Is it just me? Or did he do more damage to Kofi than was really necessary to win the match?
Now you're just seeing what you want to see, King. We're only a couple of weeks from John Cena's long-awaited WrestleMania showdown against WWE Champion Randy Orton. What will Cena do when he gets his hands on Orton?
Your time is up, my time is now. A lot of stories are going around the WWE Universe. Stories about how John Cena is a maniac. Don't lock eyes with John Cena. Don't leave raw meat out near John Cena. I'm here to tell you, don't believe the hype. I want to give a shout out to Kofi Kingston, who was injured during our match last week. Well, that didn't happen because I went crazy. That's the risk we take when we get in this ring. And Kofi knew that risk. We all do. It's the price we pay to compete and entertain the greatest fans in the world. But all these people treat me like I'm dangerous. Like I'm out of control. Here to tell you that you're perfectly safe around me. That is, unless your name is Randy Orton. Randy, at WrestleMania, when I'm standing across the ring from you, you finally have to look me in the eyes. You're gonna see dangerous. You're gonna see crazy. And then, you're gonna see a new WWE champion.
What am I going to do about Sheamus? He keeps bugging me, but everybody I sent after him ends up sent home in a body cast. He's worse than Cena.
Welcome to Monday Night Raw. We're live from San Francisco. It seems like the whole Bay Area is packed into the arena for tonight's show.
I know one person who isn't here, Michael, and that's Kofi Kingston.
That's true, King. Unfortunately, Kofi sustained some injuries in his match against John Cena last week and is currently under medical supervision.
Wow! John Cena leaves a trail of destruction everywhere he goes. In 2 weeks at WrestleMania, he and Randy Orton meet for the WWE Championship. What kind of carnage will be the result?
So let me get this straight. A 7-foot-tall, 480-pound beast runs to ringside last week and costs us the match?
Sounds about right.
Against Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase?
Yep. Those were our opponents.
How the hell did we let that happen? I mean, Big Show isn't like some invisible ninja. Barring that, it should take a whole army of other guys to cause us to lose to paintbrushes like Rhodes and DiBiase.
I think most of the problems stem from the fact that while I was getting waylaid by Big Show, you were spitting water at teenage girls in the audience.
She had a DX t-shirt. I was making the customer... And anyway, since when did I have to fight your battles for you?
Oh, you may be fighting in my battles sooner than you think, Hunter.
Freeze, citizen! Officer Santino on the jobber. Oh, it's you, John Cena. You can never be too careful. Crime is a sneaky little thief in the night.
You've really embraced your role over there, Officer Boyardee.
Yes, I am Jake and the Fat Man all rolled into one. Those two criminal elements, DiBiase and Rhodes, used the cheats to win the tag team titles. But I don't know if it was up, up, down, down, or left, right. You and me, John Cena. We need to bring the pieces to the streets. You are my new deputy. You're a little nutty, Deputy Cena, but you get the results. Now get out of my office and arrest those two.
I'm going to get a frame for mine. Maybe something with a lightning bolt or an eagle. Cena, what are you doing in here?
Look at you two. Gloating like you did something. You guys have had everything handed to you. Daddy's giant footsteps to follow in. Your own puppet master as general manager. And now you're bragging about titles you didn't even win?
It's none of your business, Cena.
I'm making it my business, Ted. You want those tag team titles? Well, I'm gonna make you earn them on Superstars.
Leave.
You need to get out of my sight right now.
John Cena has won this thrilling cage match against Devin Bourne.
We'll see if Bourne needs an ambulance too.
John Cena claims not to be trying to injure people, but week after week, the number of injuries he causes climbs higher and higher. At some point, he's gonna have to answer for that. And it could be Randy Orton that does it. Or, you know, it could be someone else.
Cena's on a big roll, but that means Randy Orton could be more motivated to try to flatten it before WrestleMania. What does Orton have in store for Cena?
In case you forgot, a fellow.
John Cena is now the World Tag Team Champion.
Don't forget the other half of the team, Santino Marella.
Half? Santino's 1/8 of the team, tops.
John Cena has one more Raw between him and his WrestleMania showdown with Randy Orton. Don't miss out on Monday.
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now.
Raw is live in Los Angeles, and we're just 6 days away. Look,
MVP is coming down to the ring.
Nobody can hold me, nobody control me. I'm coming! I'm here to do my thing, I'm here to bring the pain. I'm never ever gonna change. Like Tropicana, I got the juice. All for the least elect.
The WWE Universe is buzzing. Everyone's talking about WrestleMania. John Cena versus Randy Orton. The Psychopath versus the corrupt GM. But everybody forgot one little thing. Me. Montel Vontavious Porter. I won the Royal Rumble match, which meant I could name my title shot at WrestleMania. Now, Randy Orton tried to use his GM powers to prevent that from happening, but I went to the one man above him, Mr. McMahon. I explained to the boss what happened, and he made an executive decision. So guess what? Orton, Cena, I'm coming, and neither one of you can stop me. In 6 days, I'm going to be the new WWE Champion, because MVP is ballin'.
I'm coming! Nobody can stop
Holy
me.
cow, Michael! The WrestleMania main event just became a triple threat match.
I'm here to bring the pain. I'm never ever gonna change. Like Tropicana.
Thank you so much for fighting Sheamus tonight, Cena. If you weren't there to stop him, he might have done something horrible, like hug me.
I'm really not interested in slaying the dragon to protect you, Princess. I'm just doing my job.
Just go away.
Very clever, MVP.
It's not my fault you're not on the top of the food chain, Randy. Both you and Cena tried to use me to get what you wanted. Well, it's time I got mine.
Don't blame me. I'm crazy, remember?
MVP, you think you're the playmaker? Well, here's a little play for you. You and Cena are going to team up tonight. You're going to face Big Show and Sheamus. You and that Sheamus guy have a lot in common, Cena.
Wait, I know you too well, Randy. What's the catch?
The catch is I'm going to take something out of your own playbook. Remember the Better Than Utopia rules you cooked up against Cena a couple of years ago? They're back, except I'm calling them Age of Orton rules. And I'm giving them to your opponents.
Wait, so that means we need to get a 5 count on them?
Plus, they don't have to worry about countouts or rope breaks, but we do? Yeah, I remember that.
Deja vu all over again, huh, Cena? Enjoy your little trip down memory lane, and I'll enjoy you leaving my office right now.
What are you doing in here, Cena? Weren't you gonna be fed to some ravenous monsters right about now?
Age of Orton rules? Really? That's gimmick infringement.
Well, I overcame them in Smackdown vs. Raw 2009, which means we can overcome them tonight.
Well, make sure you watch your back out there, Cena. Because I'm not.
John Cena and MVP somehow beat the odds, but in 6 days, these two will be adversaries, not partners.
They both seek Randy Orton's WWE Championship at WrestleMania and have shown they'll do anything to win it.
It seems like an eternity since Cena crushed MVP with a chair to earn his title shot. But MVP remembers, and Randy Orton lies in wait for both. It's WrestleMania this Sunday on pay-per-view. We are at the Showcase of the Immortals.
They all tried to get in the way. They thought love was something they could beat with their hands.
You have a way with words, Big Red. I saw how determined you were to prove yourself to your love. How many people you ran over to get there. I liked it. In fact, that's why I beat Maurice up tonight. Jealousy.
Bet? You liked it?
Love sometimes takes a few broken bones. Lord knows I've broken a few over the years. I think you and I, we could be something, Seamus.
Yes. Strength. And beauty. Seamus and Beth.
Make sure to send me an invitation to the wedding, so I can be somewhere else.
Get lost.
This is it, Cena. Every twist and turn, the underhanded way you tried to screw me, it all gets settled tonight, dog.
Whether I pin you or Orton tonight, it doesn't matter to me. I battled too hard, paid too big a price to lose now. MVP, the champ is here!
Why don't you get out of my face? Get out of here. Go. Shoo. Shoo, Fly. Shoo. Think I care about you?
How could this happen? Beaten by the Hart Dynasty? Isn't a legacy better than a dynasty?
What am I? A dictionary?
You're a failure.
Well, my partner was too busy getting pinned for me to really show what I can do.
Get out of my face.
I knew I couldn't trust you, Jericho. We had a plan to beat Undertaker and you blew it.
Undertaker won because you walked into a chokeslam when I happened to be out of the ring.
You were out there cowering like a scared kitten.
I'm not scared of Undertaker, and I'm sure not scared of you, punk. Use that tone with me again, and you might find yourself put to sleep.
I'm the one who puts people to sleep, Jericho. I'll show you personally on Smackdown this Friday.
Turn around and walk away while you still can.